Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Halloween time. I am quickly becoming obsessed with pouring paint because it is so much fun and it is so satisfying to watch. I have more pouring paints than this, but I've got loads left over. I thought, let me do this. Now I had this in mind anyway. I picked this pumpkin up from the charity shop at the beginning of summer. So obviously it was getting sold off. I think it was like £1. Ceramic. And I had this in mind for it then. I just hadn't set myself up right to record it right. And plus I wasn't going to... Whilst I might try and record the odd thing in advance of Halloween, I wasn't going to record doing this back in I think March maybe when I picked it up. It's close enough now. I can do it now. And I don't know, well, this should take 24 hours to dry, but it depends. It might end up pooling all around here. I'm going to try and leave the stalk, and I might just hand paint the stalk later, but I want somewhere where I can pick it up and turn it around, and also pick it up and move it somewhere to dry. I've also raised it using... I'll use anything that comes to hand. This is like a safety pin tub, but I thought, oh, it's perfect, because it'll be raised up just enough. And that's how I'm going to let it dry. So it might not curve all the way under, but if I tip it, it'll curve under enough. That being said, let's start. Now I've got a few bits everywhere. I'm actually spoilt for choice. I'm going to do a mix of pouring it from cups and straight out the bottle, because I think that'll make for a really interesting... And I haven't tried that yet. So we have some purple. It's pretty much all purple now. It was like a combination of purples, and that is sort of pinky. And then I have one that's got blue, pink and yellow in it, and I've got one that's got black, silver and gold in it, and I think one that's gone mainly green. Right, I am going to just get this spoon out of here, and we'll lay down some purple first. Should we put something in with purple? Or squirt something over the top? We'll lay down some purple first. Now what's in here? A little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue and a little bit of pink. Well, let's just get some of that on there. Now, since I'm using up all sorts, this might become some ungodly mess, or it'll come out amazing. Only one way to find out. Right, I think this is the one that's mainly gone green. So we will just put a bit of that around, because that one's not too exciting, so we'll have other stuff over the top of that. Or metallic mix. Right, now we've got a base of such. This is where we're going to get interesting. So let's have a look, see what happens if I pour one of these directly on. Let's put these directly on, and then we'll layer up some of the big ones. I think, looking at it right now, what would be best for me to focus on in the future is picking just a few select colours. Now, this is cool putting it on straight from the bottle, but I like the surprise of what you get when you pour it out the cup, so perhaps that's what we'll do for that side. This side we'll try and pour out the bottle using all the little bottles, and then that side we'll go cup. That's what we're going to do. This is going to be the funkiest pumpkin I've ever seen, though. I know that much for sure right now. Right, one more little bottle. We've got a slightly more interesting thing going on down the bottom right there, which I don't think you can see. And up the top here. Right. Let's get a spoon. And try and fill in some of the gaps. We've got to be considerably darker one side than we are the other side. But we might pick one of the lighter colours to pour over this side. Let's get a cup and let's go for bright. So we will go, well, I think we should pick one colour to be just something. We'll save pink and silver to just give it one last all the way around. So we'll do a little black. We'll do quite a bit more gold. I said this was going to be the brighter side, putting blue in there. And a whole heap of yellow. Right. Let's pour. Oh, this looks amazing already. Oh, you weren't quite central. Oh my goodness. See? Out of the cup. It looks way better. We're going to let a couple of those drips go over that side. It looks way better than pouring it straight on because you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, I'm more of a fan of a cup than anything now. Once he's all covered, which I think we are, we'll do one last pour all over because this side is the winning side. We didn't get everywhere, did we? And I think we are all covered now, aren't we? Now, each time I move him, that's the beauty of having the stalk to hold on to. I am going to go and get a new cup. In fact, I didn't need to go far. I forgot I've got a stack of these. Let's brighten it back up. A load of silver. A load of pink. And then maybe just a splash of yellow. Just like I say, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay. This is going to be the last one. So let's make it count. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. I am going to forget about that stand and put it on another one. I'm fishing that out there. That can become one with the paint and the paper. In fact, I don't know if you can see what's going on down there, but it looks so cool because it's so dark and then there's like these candy dots popping up. Right. You'll see that in a second. I'll see it in 24 hours' time. Our Halloween pumpkin paint pour is finished. How cool does that look? Now, I think this will look... You know what? Paint pours are one of those things where I think everyone's going to look good for a different reason. I would like more pumpkins like this to try different ways of doing it. But I found this in a charity shop, so I doubt I'm going to find another one just like this, or even close. Though I will be trawling the shops. Halloween stuff is out. See what I can find. See what else I can pour. Let us give them a little spin. I think, as crazy as that is, let's bring him right in. As crazy as that is, colour-wise, I like it. I like how busy it is. And it almost looks like in certain ones, like these ones, it looks like rainbow wood. But it also does look like the flesh, well, the skin. The flesh is the soft inside bit, isn't it? The skin of a pumpkin. It looks like there's a lot of texture going on there. It looks like there's a lot of rippling going on there. So yeah, I do really like how he came out. I might revisit him before Halloween's out, because I've already been dabbling in my mind with putting a face on, but letting it run with everything else. So blacking a simple pumpkin face, but letting it run a little bit, so it also does look like it's been painted on and not carved in. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is a success? Would you do it differently? Would you use fewer colours? I kind of just got carried away, but like I say, I actually quite like that. I would like to do another one that's a bit more refined to, you know, compare. But if I don't, I like him how he is. I'm not going to discriminate because I got carried away. I think this sums up me and paint quite nicely. I just want to keep going and going and going and making more mess and having fun doing it. And this was incredibly satisfying to do. It was so pleasing on the eye watching that paint just pour. Well, for now, we're going to call that for Mr. Paint Pour Pumpkin. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you some ideas of things to try yourself. And if not, I hope you just found it satisfying and relaxing to watch the paint pour. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care, and see you in the next one.